Once upon a time, about 10 years ago, boy meets girl. And girl was different from the other girls that boy knew in the past. You see, girl had class. And boy was intrigued because girl was clothed in compassion indeed. And girl's heart beat to the tune of Great Is Thy Faithfulness and Lauryn Hill. You see, girl was chill. And although boy was quick on his feet, girl taught boy to stop and smell the roses. Boy taught girl to remember the beginning before life struggles impose it, because boy knew that every fairy tale had a villain. Every beginning had an ending, but boy and girl both knew the author. And they knew the story very well. So they knew better than to get tricked along the trail by a wolf like Little Red Riding Hood did. They figured that they would be all right as long as they didn't bite any strange fruit like Snow White. They knew they couldn't get lost along the path like Hansel and Gretel as long as they remembered their past, where they had come from. But like any fairy tale, this is never the direct outcome, because the villain likes to steal, kill, and to destroy. So like lost slippers at midnight, the pages of this fairy tale turn from love to war. So Cinderella and Prince Charming enlisted together as one, vowed a better or for worse death. They strapped on 14-karat gold armor, knowing that they only had two options: to leave as casualty or to live as hero, caught between the crossfires of chemical warfare, adrenaline, serotonin, and dopamine. They became victims of love, held hostage under romance, fanning a flame that sent signals of SOS. They traded classified information, placed the vulnerability of their hearts within the eardrums of each other, fed only by the sweetness of one another's palm. They sipped wine as they slow danced until they knew each other biblically, surviving only off the air released from one another's lungs. You see, they didn't just connect tonight. They have become one, tied to an institution created by God before the fall of humanity, where separating this one flesh would cause severe pain or even sudden death. Debriefed on the enemy's attack to invade the infrastructure of humanity, knowing that the fallout would affect society, damage communities, divide families, simply by annihilating this one simple bond: marriage. But communications were compromised. Barriers were breached. Behind enemy lines, they sought for cover. It was hard to stand, so they kneeled. They kneeled down together and reminded themselves of their call of duty. The author who said, don't abort the mission, but stick to the rules of engagement, because for you to die and for me to live, neither is better for us. So let's tighten our armor. Let's sharpen our swords and walk out of this battlefield back into the pages of our fairy tale, because we are more than just conquerors, and we are fighting for more than just our lives here. Do you copy Cinderella? Do you copy Soldier? Then repeat after me. I do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of marriage against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to do the same, to have and to hold from this day forth, for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, for sickness and in health, to death do us part. So help us, God.